Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're traveling back in time to ancient Rome. You know, gladiators, emperors, togas, the whole shebang. But Rome wasn't all triumphal arches and debates. It was a complex civilization full of surprises, mind-blowing facts that'll have you rethinking Rome. From advanced engineering to interesting hygiene practices, get ready for a wild ride through Roman history. So buckle up, grab your gladius, and let's dive into 10 mind-blowing facts about the Roman Empire. Okay, let's just address the elephant in the room, or rather the urine in the bathroom. Believe it or not, ancient Romans used urine as mouthwash. Yeah, you heard that right. They believed that urine, especially aged urine, could whiten their teeth and freshen their breath. And it wasn't just any urine, they particularly liked using Portuguese urine, which they apparently imported. I know, it sounds crazy, but hey, different time, different hygiene standards, right? Let's just be thankful that Listerine was invented. Now, on to a slightly less stomach-churning topic, gladiators. Contrary to popular belief, gladiators didn't always fight to the death. In fact, it was quite rare. Gladiators were expensive to train and maintain, kind of like professional athletes today. Owners saw them as investments and weren't too keen on losing them in every single match. Plus, the crowd wanted a good show, not necessarily a bloodbath. So, while death was always a risk, most gladiatorial combats ended with one fighter yielding or being spared. You probably know the Romans for their impressive architecture, like the Colosseum and the Pantheon. But did you know they were also masters of concrete? And I'm not just talking about any ordinary concrete. The Romans developed a special type of concrete that could set underwater. This innovative material, called pozzolana, allowed them to build harbours, bridges and aqueducts that have stood the test of time. In fact, some Roman concrete structures are still standing strong today, nearly 2,000 years later. Talk about durable infrastructure. Chapter 4. The Colosseum's secret weapon. Speaking of Roman engineering marvels, let's talk about the Colosseum. This iconic amphitheatre wasn't just for gladiatorial combat, it was a technological marvel. One of its most impressive features, a retractable roof called the velarium. This massive awning shaded spectators from the scorching sun or rain. Imagine the logistical feat of operating a retractable roof in ancient times. It's a testament to Roman ingenuity and engineering prowess. Chapter 5. Apartment living, Roman style. Forget penthouses and high-rises. The Romans were pioneers of apartment living. In the bustling cities of the Roman Empire, space was at a premium. To accommodate the growing urban population, the Romans invented the insulae multi-story apartment buildings that housed the majority of city dwellers. These buildings varied in quality, with the lower floors often cramped and lacking amenities. But hey, it was still a roof over your head in the heart of the Roman Empire. Chapter 6. You've got mail, Roman style. Before email or texting, the Romans had their own postal service. It was called the cursus publicus, using relay stations and couriers. This system kept the empire connected, ensuring quick information travel. Snail mail, Roman style. Let's talk about ancient beauty standards. Even in ancient Rome, people cared about their looks. Their routines were quite different from ours. Roman women dyed their hair with goat fat and beechwood ashes. Yes, goat fat. This mixture lightened hair colour. Blondes had more fun, even back then. You know what they say? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. And apparently one of the things Romans did was worship a goddess of the sewer system. Her name was Cloacina, and she was the guardian deity of the Cloaca Maxima, Rome's main sewer system. This massive underground network was a feat of engineering, and the Romans took their sanitation seriously. So seriously, in fact, that they dedicated a goddess to it. Talk about respecting your infrastructure. Remember how we talked about the Romans' impressive plumbing system? Well, there's a bit of a dark side to that story. You see, the Romans loved their lead, They used it for everything from pipes to plates to even sweeteners. And while lead pipes were certainly effective for transporting water, they also had some nasty side effects. Lead poisoning, anyone? It's now believed that the widespread use of lead in ancient Rome may have contributed to various health problems. We've all heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. But you know what else wasn't built in a day? The biggest empire in history, that's right. Despite its vast size and influence, the Roman Empire wasn't actually the largest empire ever. That title goes to the Mongol Empire, which at its peak covered a staggering amount of territory. But hey, even if Rome wasn't the biggest, it's still one of the most fascinating and influential civilizations in history. And there you have it, folks. 10 mind-blowing facts about the Roman Empire. Who knew such an ancient civilization could still surprise us? From their advanced engineering, the Romans were fascinating and complex. Hopefully, you learned something new today. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more history videos. Until next time, keep exploring.